These are basic sentences with one complete idea. They have a subject and a verb and express a straightforward thought. Here are examples of simple sentences. The cat sleeps on the windowsill. I enjoy reading mystery novels. Raindrops fall gently on the roof. She dances with grace and elegance. The sun sets behind the mountains. Birds chirp in the early morning. He runs 5 miles every day. The coffee smells delicious. My sister bakes delicious cookies. The car engine purrs quietly. The children play in the park. The teacher explains the lesson. The flowers bloom in spring. I like to swim in the ocean. Snowflakes cover the landscape. The baby giggles with joy. The river flows calmly. The movie starts at 7 p.m. The dog barks loudly. My grandmother knits scarves. The plane flies overhead. She sings beautifully. The computer screen glows. The football match begins. The wind whispers through the trees. These sentences join two simple sentences with a coordinating conjunction or a semicolon. They combine related ideas. Here are examples of compound sentences. She loves to read, but he prefers watching movies. The sun sets and the stars begin to appear in the night sky. I enjoy hiking and my friend likes camping. He studied hard for the exam, yet he didn't perform well. They went to the beach and they built sandcastles. She is allergic to peanuts, so she avoids eating them. The cat slept on the windowsill, or it curled up on the couch. We can go to the park, or we can stay home and play board games. The airplane took off and the passengers settled in. He works in the morning and he attends classes in the evening. She likes coffee, yet she rarely drinks it in the afternoon. I enjoy running, but my sister prefers cycling. The dog barked loudly, but the cat remained calm. The rain poured down and the streets quickly flooded. He bought a new car, yet he continues to ride his bike. The children played in the garden and their laughter echoed. We could go to the cinema or we could visit the museum. She danced all night, yet she still had energy to spare. The teacher explained the lesson and the students took notes. They cooked dinner together and then they watched a movie. The baby clapped hands, yet it didn't stop giggling. The sunflowers bloomed and the garden became vibrant. The rain stopped, so they decided to go for a walk. She plays the piano and he plays the guitar. He ran the marathon, yet he didn't win the race. These sentences contain one main idea and one or more additional ideas that cannot stand alone. They often use subordinating conjunctions like because, although, while. Here are examples of complex sentences. Although it was raining, they decided to go for a walk. Because she loves animals, she volunteers at the local shelter. After the concert ended, they went out for ice cream. Since he forgot his umbrella, he got drenched in the rain. Even though she studied hard, she didn't pass the exam. While I was cooking dinner, the phone rang. Despite feeling tired, he continued working on his project. Because they missed the train, they had to take a bus. After the storm passed, they found a rainbow in the sky. Although the movie was long, they enjoyed every minute of it. While he was jogging, he saw a beautiful sunset. Because the traffic was heavy, they arrived late to the party. Despite having a sore throat, she sang in the choir. While waiting for the bus, they played a card game. Although she was tired, she stayed up late to finish her book. Because they were hungry, they stopped at a restaurant. Despite the chilly weather, they decided to have a picnic. While I was studying, my friend called to chat. Because he had a flat tire, he couldn't make it to the meeting on time. Even though she practiced diligently, she still felt nervous before the performance. While he was walking in the park, he found a lost puppy. Because of the heavy snow, they had to cancel the outdoor event. Despite feeling nervous, she gave a fantastic presentation. Although the restaurant was crowded, they found a table quickly. While waiting for the lift, they discussed weekend plans. These sentences combine elements of both compound and complex sentences. They have multiple independent clauses and at least one dependent clause. Here are examples of compound complex sentences. Although she loves to dance, she decided to watch the movie, and her friends joined her. While he was studying for the final exams, his sister was cooking dinner, and their parents were watching TV. Because they missed the train, they had to take a bus, and it took longer to reach their destination. Even though it was raining, they decided to go for a walk, but they regretted it halfway through. While she was reading a book, her brother was playing video games, and their cat was sleeping on the couch. Despite feeling tired, he continued working on his project, and he completed it before the deadline. Because the concert was cancelled, they decided to have a picnic indoors, and they invited their neighbours. Although she studied hard for the exam, she didn't pass, and she felt disappointed. While they were hiking in the mountains, they saw a bear, and they quickly retreated to a safe distance. Because he forgot his umbrella, he got drenched in the rain, and he caught a cold the next day. Despite the heavy traffic, they arrived at the airport on time, but their flight was delayed. While waiting for the bus, they played cards, and they didn't notice the time passing. Although the restaurant was busy, they found a quiet corner, and they enjoyed their dinner. Because they missed the movie, they decided to rent a DVD, and they watched it at home. While he was playing the guitar, she was singing along, and their friends joined in the music. Despite the cold weather, they went camping, and they built a warm campfire. Although she had a headache, she attended the meeting, and she contributed valuable ideas. While studying for exams, he discovered a new study technique, and it significantly improved his grades. Because they were curious, they explored the abandoned building, and they found some interesting artifacts. Even though it was a long journey, they reached their destination safely, and they were excited to explore. While waiting for the doctor, they read magazines in the waiting room, and they discussed health topics. Because of the late start, they missed the opening act of the play, but they enjoyed the rest of the performance. Although the book was thick, she finished reading it in a week, and she found it incredibly captivating. While hiking in the mountains, they discovered a hidden waterfall, and they took breathtaking photos. Despite the challenges, they successfully completed the project, and they received praise for their efforts.